Question for you. Are you natural or not?
No,
You're not natural.
I'm not natural.
And remember, HRT, it's not just for men. It can be for women as well. Some women actually need HRT. Coach Greg, and finally, women are coming clean. People need to get rid of the stigma that you can't talk about PD use. And so Kenny KO approached this girl, very good looking, very attractive, and said, "Are you natural?" And many people think because she doesn't have bulging muscles or that she has a deep voice, she's not shaven, she looks extremely attractive, that she must be natural. But this couldn't be further from the truth. It's not just jacked up bodybuilders with striations coming out of every orifice that are the ones that are taking PEDs. Frankly, most people who are taking PEDs, you can't tell. You cannot tell by looking. Sure, the most jacked bodies you can, but oftentimes people who are average looking or even below are the ones who are taking the most PEDs.
Question for you. Are you natural or not?
No,
You're not natural.
I'm not natural.
And she could have easily lied. She could have said, "Sure, I'm natural. As natural as Mike O'Hearn."
Well, the last show, I was on a lot of shit. I was on Anavar, Primo, Glenn.
And frankly, she's natural right now. And so he says, "Are you natural?" "Yes, I am." But she wasn't in the past. Notice how she describes it. "For my last show, I was on a lot of shit." Says, "Could you explain what it was?" "Sure. Anavar, Primo, Clen, and T3. And listen, just because you're on a lot of different compounds doesn't mean you're on a large cycle. Had she said, "Yes, I'm on Anavar, Winstrol, and Primo," you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, that's so much." What if it was 5 milligrams of each? In comparison, what if she said, "No, I only take Anavar, but it's 50 milligrams every single day"? And I can tell you that no two bodies are alike. Some people could take a little bit of something and experience virilization, while others, they take a shit ton and they don't notice any changes whatsoever. And so she competes in the wellness division and she looks absolutely amazing. And frankly, I was 99% sure that there's no way this was achieved naturally. But there's always that chance that maybe, just maybe, she did it natural. And he says, "Well, do you plan on continuing to do them?" She says, "No, I think I'm done with this." But why? She looks incredible. She's winning shows. She won her class. And so why wouldn't she continue?
No, I think I'm done.
Like no bar or anything?
No, I think I'm done. It's too harsh on female hormones. So I just don't, want to viralize or anything like that.
And in case you don't know what virilize is or virilization, that's when a female starts to slowly transition into looking more like a male. And so when you take androgenic anabolic steroids, some of the side effects are a deepening of the voice, facial hair growth, and clitoral enlargement. And so when you look at this girl, you're thinking, well, she didn't virilize. Nothing's negatively impacted her. How do we know? We don't know what her voice sounded like a year ago, 5 years ago. Perhaps it's slowly becoming deeper. We don't know. And so just because somebody looks amazing, sounds amazing, looks perfect, doesn't mean that they're natural, and it doesn't mean that they haven't experienced virilization.
Never again.
No, I think I'm done.
Like no bar or anything?
And notice how Kenny KO says, "No, you're not going to do another cycle. No VAR or anything." And for some reason, people think that VAR, no big deal. If you're a female and you're using steroids and it's Anavar, well, that's okay. It's just VAR. Listen, Anavar for a female is extremely powerful. To a female body, it's approximately 10 times more potent than that of a male. And so if a girl says, "Oh, I'm only taking Anavar, it's no big deal. I'm only doing 10 milligrams, it's nothing." Add a 0 to that and tell me, how would you feel? A girl taking 10 milligrams of VAR would be approximately the same thing as a guy taking 100. And so if you took 100 milligrams of Anavar, don't you think you'd experience changes? You get stronger, bigger, leaner? Of course you would. And so even very small doses, they can in fact make a huge difference. 2 milligrams of Anavar. Think of it, even 2 milligrams of Anavar, add a 0 to that, that's 20. If a guy were to take 20 milligrams, they absolutely could experience changes. I know personally, if I were to take 20 milligrams, I could feel it in an hour. Would immediately notice a change in my workouts. However, I am very sensitive and I understand what these things do. But please, if you're taking Anavar, don't just think, "Oh, this is just a baby steroid. It won't do anything to me." Also, changes can take place very slowly. Your first cycle, low dose Anavar, for example, you're thinking, "Oh, it never made any changes whatsoever." No, you don't think it does because you didn't perhaps notice a 5% change in the deepening deepening of your voice. Perhaps a 5% enlargement of your downstairs. And so you get away with it. You did one cycle, no one really noticed. But do that 10 times. Say you do one cycle once a year for competition, and you do that for 10 years with a 5% change every year. After 10 years, you've changed 50%. And so people who haven't seen you in a long time, they say, oh, hey, it's been 5 years. Hey, what's up? And as you respond to that question, they're thinking, what happened to your voice? What's going on? It slowly creeps up on you. And that first cycle you did, perhaps it was on very low doses. Problem is, the second time you do it, you're going to need to do more to get the same results. And so year after year, you slowly keep doing bigger and bigger doses and experience greater and greater side effects. And so if you ever decide to go down that route of being not natural, understand that it can come with serious consequences.
And then we know you have a BBL, of course.
No, actually no BBL.
And so oftentimes when you ask a woman, are you natural? It can mean much more than are you on performance-enhancing drugs? Do you have any surgeries? A Brazilian butt lift? Do you have breast implants? And so truly, if you look at competitions, for the most part, IFBB pros, very rare, as in extremely rare, for anyone to actually be truly natural. And by natural, I mean not on performance-enhancing drugs and have not had surgeries to augment their physiques. Not only that, if you're a competition dieter and you're female, you're most likely going to lose a lot of the tissue in your breast because as you diet down, you get leaner. A lot of breast tissue is composed of body fat. And so if you get shredded on stage, you're most likely going to have a flat chest. And so what happens? Well, they get breast implant surgery. And if you look at competitors as they get dieted down, their face tend to get very lean. And so what do? They add in filler. Facial changes are occurring. The lips, they keep getting bigger and bigger year after year, some looking like they've been literally stung by a bee. Eyelashes are increased, eyebrows tattooed on, and hair. Who has their actual hair? You need a wig at this point. And so just think of the beauty standards that exist. Also your skin, if it's not completely tan, you stick out like a sore thumb. And so we have fake tans on top of tanning. And where does it end? And so what I want you to know is just how prevalent this really is. And listen, I've dated bikini competitors, coached them in the past, had people come over to me from other coaches. I've seen a female competitor injecting Tren Ace with a 22 gauge syringe, only doing 0.3 mils. And I'm thinking, that's 30 milligrams of Tren Ace you're doing every day? Are you kidding me? And so imagine the sides that you're going to experience with that. 30 milligrams of Tren Ace a day is more than many men would even take. I've also seen girls taking 250 milligrams of test a week, getting ready for bikini competitions. Also dated a girl taking 50 milligrams of Anavar every single day for 6 months, never saw any virilization whatsoever. But like most people, she wanted more. And so she switched to harsher, stronger compounds, eventually experienced a lot of negative side effects. And so I think it's important to bring awareness to the sport and understand that the majority of these bodies are not achieved natural. And if you do decide to go down that route, that you most likely are going to experience something negative. Too much of a good thing is going to be bad. And just because you're taking low doses now and perhaps not experience side effects doesn't mean that you're not actually going to experience problems in the future.
Are you natural? Never touched anything?
I would encourage you to try to maximize what you can do natural. For example, you could take Turk Builder, which is now labeled as Ecti Builder. I take 3 pills twice a day. I've had absolutely amazing experiences in taking this, highly recommended. Tens of thousands of people have used it with repeat buyers. Trust me, this is one to look out for. Also, if you have lower test levels, why not try G-Test? Or perhaps get Ali's favorite Tom Cataly, which is in this, ashwagandha, which even Jeff Nippert takes, as well as Fedosia agrestis, boron, various ingredients. This is something that absolutely can make a difference in your physique. Also goes without saying at this point, creatine monohydrate. If you're looking to make gains, you're not taking creatine, then, well, who even are you? It's probably the #1 research supplement you can take that makes a difference. Another amazing supplement, beta-alanine. I believe Derek coined it, that causes you to get itchy butthole. I'm surprised to not see every supplement company out there selling beta-alanine as it's absolutely backed up by research. Another supplement that can make a huge difference in your cardio and your ability to burn calories and or body fat, GO2 Max. I take 3 capsules every single day before doing cardio or hitting the weights. If you just want to use it for anti-aging purposes to feel and look younger, then just 1 capsule a day, all that you need. This is also highly researched, going to allow you to use more oxygen. Once you start doing cardio, you start breathing hard, that's when it can really make a big difference. And so please remember, the more supplements that are natural that you can use, the less of the more dangerous anabolic PD supplements that you need. And so in the end, it's up to you if you're going to use performance enhancing drugs or not. The lowest dose that makes you happy obviously is a better choice than simply using higher doses. And remember, HRT, it's not just for men. It can be for women as well. Some women actually need HRT. Some women who abuse hormones and stop, just like men, they need HRT, perhaps for life. Taking steroids can be dangerous. It's not just dangerous for men, it's dangerous for women. It can alter your female hormones, and testosterone is one of the hormones that females actually have. If you want to get your testosterone levels checked, that's right, it's both for men and women. Today's video is sponsored by Let's Get Checked. Use code GREG25. You'll be given a package. You will push in some drops of blood from your finger, a simple poke, drop in a few drops of blood. They test this out. They'll give you back in no time. Then you'll get the results. You won't have to leave the house, and you can see, do you have low, high testosterone levels? Where is it? Perhaps you just are curious. And once you get the results, you can use those to discuss with your doctor. Do you need HRT? Is everything great? You can make the changes that you need to optimize your health. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Ending it here. And please subscribe to the channel. That's how you can help me the most. If you could subscribe right now, subscribe, click the bell button, and comment for the algorithm. Also, please try to watch one of the 2 bloops. Try watching one right now. Click on that. And remember, use code GREG, gives you 10% off at htltsubs.com, or click the link in the description. And until next time, I am out.